Hi, welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary. It's Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025. I'm Chris. For the sake of this exercise, I'm an old geezer. I'm actually going to talk about yesterday because yesterday I had every intention of making a little video to say, hey, Happy New Year. I hope you have a great 2025. And I still do that. I still wish you have a very great year. An excellent year, and I hope I have a good year as well. But my plan, as so often the case with plans, went a bit awry. I had a phone call from a relative of another resident in our block of retirement flats, and said I couldn't get in touch with my mum. Can you just go and see if she's all right? And so I went to see if she was all right, and sadly she wasn't all right. She'd passed away on New Year's evening and looked as if she had had a cup of tea, fallen asleep and just not woken up. I tried all the usual simple little tests like putting your hand against her face and the skin was cold, and I tried to find a pulse in her wrist, but actually couldn't lift her hand. She had gone, rigor mortis, and there you have it. It kind of changed my day a bit, I have to say. But she was a lovely lady, and I hope she had a really good life. I think she did. She had a lovely family. She had her little flat, and she was in her 90s, and I think she had a generally good time. She was a happy person, and always smiling and with a little laugh and stuff. She was very happy to see you and go out for a little outing or something. And there you go. So it was one of those things, but it kind of put me off my stroke for the day. I did nothing else all day, such is life. But it's an interesting kind of reminder of mortality, I suppose, as you get old. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the assisted dying thing, which is still kicking about and will be kicking about, I think, for another 2 or 3 years before it actually gets to being finally in the form that it can become an act of parliament and the law. So there you go. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm interested to see just how much fake news there is about it. Apparently, there's some fake news saying that people will get paid or get cash if they encourage people to die. And I think that's completely untrue. And if it were true, I think it would be a very stupid law and it wouldn't go through anywhere. But I think the reality is that we need to get our heads around it a bit and discuss it and look at it and see how it works. The format of it at the moment is it has to have quite a lot of professional medical intervention. 2 doctors, I think, at different times have to agree that it's the right thing to do. You have to be within 6 months, I think, of dying or even shorter. And you have to be in a lot of pain. So there you go. So I think the reality is that if someone my age or older is going to die and on the way they're going to suffer extraordinary pain, then they should be allowed to let go. I think that's fine. Because I'm nearer at it than you may be. So maybe, I don't know, the older person's viewpoint is quite important in it because we're the guys who are going to have to decide whether to do it or not. So there you have it. But I don't know. I'd love to get more input. I'd like to get a real discussion going on this because at the moment it's just really, there's a lot of people shouting at each other, oh, it shouldn't be allowed, oh, people will be killing their willies and stuff. And I don't think that's going to be the case. So I think we need to get a bit more discussion going on it. And I would like to see your comments on assisted dying on this page, on this video, to see what you think. There you have it. I'm all in favour, really, because I have an instance going back into my dim and distant past where someone I love very much was dying and took 3 years to die. There is no way they could have known that at the beginning of the 3 years, but over the last 3 or 4 months I thought it would be better for them, and I think it was true in the end that it would have been better for them, but I don't know, and I would have hated to have even suggested it at the time. Even if the law were different, I wouldn't have suggested it because it would have been up to them. So there you go. It's an interesting one. I want to know what people think because I'd like to see us actually getting, our heads around this one properly and get a true view. We get a lot of biased views. We get a lot of strange views. We get a lot of views from people who aren't in the situation. If you're an old person or an older person like me and you have some kind of condition that's going to see you out in the relatively near future, what do you think? Is it the kind of thing you'd think about? I'd love to know. I'll be coming back more frequently now with opiniony pieces like this because I think it's important that we talk about our world, and as older people that we talk about our world, not our world in general, but the world of older people, because it's easy to get yourself kind of backed into a corner. I don't want it to happen to me, and I don't want it to happen to you. So get in touch, let me know what you think, and keep your eye out on this channel because I hope we'll be talking about more interesting stuff. I'm Chris, this is the Old Geezer's Diary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.